What's up everybody, welcome to Money Management channel. My name is Andrei and today I'm gonna be doing an update on MMTLP and FINRA saga.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up.
And guys, for today's video I have an amazing news. Potentially this news will help us to see the resolution at the very beginning of 2025, and I will explain you what I'm talking about. Then I will continue with the update in regards to FINRA's illegal actions that show how irresponsible FINRA was and basically how irresponsible FINRA is in regards to its primary goal to protect retail investors. And at the end of this video I will show you an update on the upcoming lawsuit that will be filed I think in just a couple of days, and this is a RICO lawsuit that will definitely be another quite substantial step towards the resolution. So, and before we dive deep into all of this, guys, please hit the like button for YouTube algorithm and drop me a line in the comment section. So, let's start with this news. We know that just a couple of hours ago, Donald Trump chose his vice president for his election campaign, and this selection was quite interesting. Let me show you that it was J.D. Vance from Ohio, and this senator previously wrote a letter to Gensler asking for answers with MMTLP. And let me quote you this tweet that was published by Costas. "Congrats J.D. Vance on your Donald Trump VP selection. Hope you can continue the MMTLP fight with SEC, FINRA and Gary Gensler and getting the audited share count. We're still looking for transparency from our regulators." And let me show you what is this letter about, and let me show you that it was written on September 26, 2023, almost 10 months ago. And Meta News also posted this. Just in, Senator Mike Crapo and Senator J.D. Vance writes a letter to Gary Gensler regarding MMTLP. This is the tweet that was published on September 28th. Let me show you this letter in details. Right here in first two paragraphs, it is just a basic explanation of our case, but the third and fourth paragraphs are quite interesting. Since December's events, investors across the country have struggled to gain clarity regarding both the spin-off transaction and the halt on trading. Therefore, we echo our House counterparts and request that the SEC review these market events and any corporate filings made with the Commission. It is equally important to our constituents that the SEC further scrutinize these matters to determine if any wrongdoing occurred. We hope for timely response to this matter and ask that the SEC provide detailed information and analysis. Thank you for your attention to this important matter. Sincerely, Mike Crapo, United States Senator, and J.D. Vance, United States Senator. So guys, I have to admit that these type of letters are extremely important for us, because when these people, I mean Donald Trump and J.D. Vance, become a president of the United States of America and vice president, definitely these type of letters will be an obligation for them to act exactly as they intended to act. And definitely it is a huge breakthrough in our case, and unfortunately it will not bring us the resolution overnight, but within next 6 to 8 months in worst case scenario, I think we have to see this resolution. And definitely, Donald Trump should also be very interested in this case because his company tied up together closely to MMTLP case because of this letter that was written by David Nunes on, let me show you right here, on April 23rd of this year. And that is how we can push our case forward through another potential path. On top of that, guys, let me show you this tweet that was published by Iron Ape MMTLP in response to this news. Congratulations on the VP pick, J.D. Vance. It's time to follow up on the letter you co-authored with Mike Crapo to Gary Gensler to fix the MMTLP fiasco. Your letter is 10 months old and still no response. Today is day 585th of the U3 halt. Release the 636,004 pages. Release the total share count. And to be honest, guys, the main question for us at this very moment is the share count and the short position on MMTLP and for now next bridge hydrocarbon shares. Because if something is wrong, in this case it should be investigated. But if everything is alright with the share count, in this case we will surrender. But the crucial point for now is the share count itself. And unfortunately, no one from authorities want to disclose this information. And guys, take a look right here. Crucial Mix on MMTLP Resources made this tweet. Basically, he published his own tweet, and let me quote it for you. New video, share count showdown. I tried to turn my recent rant into something more productive for the MMTLP community. Here is an updated, shorter video on our situation, more than 1.5 years later. And this is the video just less than 3 minutes long. And the crucial point on this video is again the number of shares that were issued by MMTLP and that is on the long and short positions on the market makers and broker dealers. And that is why when we know this information, we will definitely be more productive and we will solve our problem. So let me show you another quite interesting update. Just recently, MMTLP Resources published this news. New RICO lawsuit expected soon. And you can even watch my video that I published just a couple of days ago, where I explained all the details about this lawsuit. And the main actor of this news is definitely Scott Trott. It is his initiative to file another lawsuit. And let me show you that just recently he published another tweet. 17 hours ago he wrote this. At 183 facts, so-called facts, as per the US federal rules of civil procedure in the lawsuit draft, and on page 34 updating everyone as it page 34 without even adding the various claims under RICO, CFAA, QT, and the motion for a limited class action on behalf of MMTLP shareholders, where I am not asking to represent anyone, as I am not a lawyer, but I am requesting a blanket so-called equitable tolling extension of the statute of limitations for everyone. When this is filed, I hope to publicly thank those in the MMTLP ecosystem who assigned in doing this. There are many. I would highly suggest people out there start evaluating at high velocity the effects an MMTLP bankruptcy will have on our claims. That's why I've been telling folks in my admittedly non-lawyer sense of things that we may be up against a clock we can't see. And definitely something might be hidden from our view, but we have to use all the experience of our community members. And one of these very important and useful community members is definitely Richard Hoffman. And Scott Trott added this. And someone needs to tell me if I can get a TRO against MMAT board of directors to cease fire on the fire sale. And Richard Hoffman answered, if you can establish a breach of fiduciary duty and have at least 10% of the outstanding shares collectively represented. And Scott Trott answered, gotcha. This means, guys, we have to unite because in general Scott Trott for now is the main actor of this RICO lawsuit, but as long as he's not a lawyer, he's not an attorney, his knowledge is basically limited to his experience. And that is why we have to use the collective experience of the entire MMTLP community to achieve our goals. And let me show you that we have a lot of experienced people who found a lot of information that were hidden from our community members. Let me show you this tweet that was published by RareDD, and I want to give a huge shout out to RareDD because his due diligence is extremely useful and important. And guys, This due diligence will literally blow your mind. It is irresponsible that at least one person is continuing to attempt to pervert the messaging regarding MMTLP being designated caveat emptor. MMTLP traded on the OTC for approximately 14 months. The SEC reviewed 4 S1 amendments so over multiple months before declaring the S1 effective. OTC markets didn't give MMTLP the caveat emptor designation until the last trading day, December the 8th of 2022. The day that FINRA posted a revised corporate action that didn't include pertinent information that was included in the initial corporate action. The caveat emptor notice specifically notes. Direct speech is right here. Due to public interest concern and potential confusion amongst market participants regarding dates and entitlements for the share exchange published by FINRA on December the 6th, 2022 and subsequently revised on December the 8th, 2022. Why did OTC markets mention potential confusion regarding dates and entitlements and also mention both dates that MMTLP corporate action were published, unless the caveat emptor designation was related to the confusion and uncertainty caused by the corporate actions? Guys, don't you think that these two statements contradict one to another, and authorities basically did nothing in order to fix this issue? Also, look at this other screen from December the 8th of 2022. Look closely at the grayed out real-time level 2 quotes. Isn't it strange that market makers would be showing bids up to nearly $25 for a security that's caveat emptor and closed under $3? What's the share count? And guys, these two screenshots will blow your mind. First of all, this is the bigger picture of OTC markets of MMTLP shares, and right here you can see the real-time level 2 quotes, and it is pretty much almost completely blacked out. But let me show you the details. If you take a look, if you take a closer look on this part of this screenshot, you will see that the bid price that was set by several companies are falling from $18.55 all the way up to $24.9. And guys, it is a ETRF and CDEL. Let me show you what does it mean. ETRF, G1 Execution Services LLC, was formerly the market-making unit of E-Trade Financial Corporation. The firm was sold to Susquehanna International in 2013. The firm specializes in market making on all exchanges and facilitating trades for retail customers. And guys, they set their limit orders at the price of $24.9. At the time, let me show you that at the time when the actual price was $2.9. And guys, take a look right here. This is the reason why they why they basically set this quite high price target. 505 means that it is a lack of shares on the market. That is why market makers and short sellers cannot close their position, and they are seeking for these shares. That is why if the demand is very high and supply is very low, the price should go higher. And this is the reason why ETRF set the price target at $24.9. And CDEL, and it is nothing else but the Citadel Securities, a very familiar company. They set their limit orders at the price of $21.92, which means this price, guys, is more than 10 times higher than the actual price that was at the moment of right before the U3 halt. And this means this company basically were ready to spend substantial amounts of money to close their short positions. But at the same time, guys, FINRA saw this gibberish on the market, and they saw it in real time, because we know from the FOIA requests that they were blue sheeting the MMTLP price actions, and they knew that there is a lack of shares to cover all short positions. That is why, despite two corporate actions that were revised by FINRA itself, They implemented the U3 halt without any explanations. And that is how, guys, FINRA basically saved all the wrongdoers, and they blocked all the money of retail investors. So I think this issue should be investigated as well. And guys, if you take a look in general, in the bigger picture, we still have at least one RICO lawsuit from Mark Basile, regardless of how Mark Basile behaves. In our case, we have an upcoming second RICO lawsuit that will be filed by Scott Trott. We have at least one petition that is still not answered by authorities, and that was filed again by Mark Basile's law firm. We have the letter of that was signed by 74 Congress members. Unfortunately, we don't have the strict position on this matter from Representative Ralph Norman and Pete Sessions, despite the fact that they were two main people who signed this letter at the very first, as you can see, it was the very first two signatures under this letter. On top of that, guys, we have TMTG case, and we have a new vice president who signed another letter that was published, that was written by Mike Crapo and J.D. Vane on September 26th of last year. And all this information combined give me a chance to say that we are about to see some major breakthrough in our case. That is why, guys, we have to still be extremely focused on our main goal, and we have to push our case forward no matter what. And guys, let me tell you my personal story. I have a wife and two children aged 11 and 15, as well as a small dog. After 30 years of living in Russia near the Baikal Lake, we decided to move. Now we reside in Serbia. Although I don't own any MMTLP shares, I invest a lot of time creating daily MMTLP videos. I have been doing this every day without days off and holidays for more than 1.5 years. Now I wish to buy back this time from my family, from my children. We've agreed that I will ask the MMTLP community to support me, and I will give all the money to the children. Therefore, if you believe that I am providing useful content for you and wish to support me, you can join my Patreon account. For $5 a month, I will add your name to my list of supporters if you wish. Thank you in advance. The link you can find in the description below. So, I think that's all information that I want to provide you. If you like my video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel, and see you guys and girls next time. Bye!
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gone live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get